While Farthest Frontier is still technically in early access, patch 0.9.7 has brought with it mod support officially on the Steam store. And this is going to finally allow for passionate players to make major changes to the games that maybe devs have not had the chance to do. Hey guys, I'm Rob, and we're going to be taking a look at the 5 best mods for Farthest Frontier so far. But before we dive any deeper, I'm going to ask that you guys like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the great content we have coming out here at the Game House. And let me know if there are any mods that maybe I missed on here or ones that you think are also very helpful that other people should know in the comment section below. Now, let's get into it, and as a quick reminder, some of these mods may cause issues with other mods or even with the game at times. So if something is not working, you may have to report it. The mod developers are generally pretty good at getting to comments, so make sure you kind of figure that out with them. And unfortunately, if some of these just don't work later on, it's maybe because the mod developers have dropped them and have dropped the ability to keep up with the different updates that Farthest Frontier is putting out on a pretty consistent basis. There will also be other mods that will be coming out here over time. So if you guys like this enough and you feel like there are other mods that we should take a look at, then we will, and we'll make another one of these videos. But without further ado, let's head into the top 5, and starting here at number 5 is one called Winter Labor. One of the most important aspects of Farthest Frontier is getting the most out of your villagers as possible. Once winter hits though, many have nothing to do, and to some degree, they just kinda sit around. This mod instantly turns workers with jobs like arborists or foragers into laborers during the winter, meaning that they are helping with gathering base resources until it is time for them to head back to work. For many, the headache of having to go back and forth and making sure this was happening manually was a bit of a pain. The only major note is that it will inflate how many laborers you have, so if you get the notification that you are lacking laborers, it may be due to the fact that you gave too many of your actual laborers jobs. Coming in at number 4 is just a simple one called Rapid Roads. And for much of Farthest Frontiers, roads has felt like more of a decoration at times than actual roads. This mod helps, and to a certain degree hurts your villagers, but makes roads feel a lot more valuable than they were before. Luckily, this mod helps to make things a bit easier to get around town. Villagers off the roads will be a little slower, but when they are on the dirt roads and stone roads, they will move faster. One problem that you may be worried about would be animals like bears and wolves chasing your villagers. To combat this issue, the mod developers slowed down those animals as well. Smack dab in the middle at number 3 is Farthest Fighting, and this is a really fun one because combat in this game can be enjoyable, but for the most part, it has been a little frustrating and requires you to essentially make kill lanes around your town. Instead of getting frustrated with raiders becoming impossible to kill before you can even get your armies ready, this mod looks to balance many of the major aspects of combat. One of the best changes are that friendly archers can actually use the walls that you have made and shoot over them instead of having to run around them or go through the different gates. They have also made it so that tracking HP bars is a lot easier as they make them a little bit bigger and easier to just see overall. This is a fantastic mod for a game whose combat could certainly use some love, and one that we highly recommend. Number 2 is Terrain Helper, and trying to change the terrain in Farthest Frontier can be frustrating to say the least. So much so that players just kind of ignore this aspect of the game completely. Luckily, the Terrain Helper is here to take out much of the work and the guesswork. The realism of Farthest Frontier in terms of losing the time it takes to change terrain is definitely lost here, but for many of us who would like to have a little bit more range in the maps, this is not necessarily a bad thing. It does not allow for water flow, so you will need to keep that in mind if you're trying to make little rivers or just different water features within your towns or cities, so there's no way that you'll be able to really do this with this Terrain Helper. We are really hoping that this will change in the future, but being able to make that mountain town or that city on a hill has never been easier thanks to this mod. Now, coming in here at number 1 is maybe just one that I personally really like, but it feels like one that was so needed and one that I hope will eventually not be needed because they will end up putting it in the game. But trying to take care of placing where your foragers forage is tedious and easy to forget. Luckily, number 1 is free-ranging foragers. And the time that you'll actually notice most of this is early in the game when food is gone and you realize that you never moved that all-important yellow circle to make sure that your foragers are going out there and getting done what needs to be done. While the name of this mod is a bit deceptive in terms of it not being free-ranging, it is still a massive improvement. It keeps the speed of picking for foragers, but it allows you to actually get a lot more within that circle while having to move it less. This makes it so that you can actually pick a spot, leave it there, and instead of you having to move it 2 or 3 times throughout the year, you'll be able to go and focus on other parts of your city, and that should really help improve the game for you. Like we said at the beginning, if there are any other mods that you would like to see or ones that maybe we missed, let us know in the comments section below. But that's going to do it for us on these top 5 Farthest Frontier mods. So, from our house to yours, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.